What's up, you wild tigers? KB here. I want to talk to you guys about your inner warrior. It's some crazy deep crap, man. It goes beyond dimensions like the fifth. No, I'm just kidding. It's not some of that weird stuff. It's basically practical and honest stuff about who you are and what it is you care about and what it is that you want. So, I've gone through a few things in this past couple of weeks that I've reflected the past 2 years, and some things I'm like, oh wow, that's awesome, and then some parts of me go, well, why did I lose myself on my way there? Well, we all go out there in this world and try to do exciting things, and we forget about our psychological and our physiological and all the other problems that can be within us that we don't know about. This doesn't really get talked about in school, or it's more referenced, but it's never explored. Never asked you quite like the questions like, what are your parents like? Are you like them? Are you love avoiding? Do you love attachment? What is and what is this and what is that? Who am I? It's beyond astonishing. I can't understand why nobody ever talks about this stuff. It's really important to understand who you are and to never make the same mistakes again, to never be addicted to stuff, and to never do anything bad or good. It's so I don't. It's crazy, and some of the secrets to all this is just habits. Build good habits. Repeat it every single day. Now, my main topic today is the inner warrior. What is an inner warrior? How can you become an inner warrior? How can you create one? And what does it do? Basically, it's your conscience times 1,000. So, I've created myself an inner warrior. And then one day I created myself 2 inner warriors, one a good and one a bad. It was probably the biggest mistake of my life because I started to feed on the dark part of me and told myself that this is necessary because I've been so good in my life, so innocent, that to become whole, I must do dark deeds. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know, because right now I feel so confident in who I am and what I want and my priorities and all that stuff. But I had to go through a lot of stuff. I had to lose people that mattered to me, and I had to hurt people that really mattered to me, and I don't know if it was worth it. Was it? I think it was. From what I see, my perspective, everyone seems stronger whether hurt or not. Everyone seems more confident in who they are and what they want, and I feel complete, whole, happy, and still sad, but I feel me again. And me as in like the kid who grew up and was laughing and said, hey, I want to do great things and I want to spend it with one person I love. Or I never really envisioned myself as a person with multiple girls at the same time. It was more, I just wanted to explore stories and people and stuff like that. Now, I read a book called Life 101. In that story, in that book, it talked about creating yourself in your sanctuary and an inner master. So I did that. If you want to know what it kind of looks like, it's the Air Temple Island from Avatar: Legend of Korra, with a few modifications, and Inception-wise, it's like badass. I know this seems all weird and hunky-dory, but it's true. Your mind is the most powerful thing in the whole world, and if you can add a place of peace and greatness and wisdom and mastery in your own head, you can go through all your thoughts. You can become, it becomes easier to understand what it is you want. Now, I created an inner warrior, and I called himself my future me, a wiser version of myself who wanted to warn me about my future and that I was down a bad path. It was scary, and I wasn't sure of myself, but I broke through these chains, and I fought my way through, and I became something more than humanly possible. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, who am I? This is amazing. And I got myself a girlfriend, I got myself a job, I got myself all this stuff, and I had everything I ever wanted. But the crazy thing was, once I got everything I ever wanted, I was like, is this really what I want? Isn't there more to grab, more to get, more to see, more to do? I mean, it's just one level, but we can go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And I said, alright, you just keep going. Let me enjoy what I have now and just keep moving up. Keep going. Keep meeting people, keep doing things, keep enjoying fun, but never being unfaithful. I'd never be unfaithful. I vowed never to do it, and that has to go with the part of my dark side that I'm very ashamed of. But yeah, so I started to just see things differently, and I viewed the world differently than I did when I was younger, and I saw things differently. I wasn't wasn't the same. I was more looking at the world in bigger terms. Well, it's all good and all, but again, as I kept going, I started to bring stuff back from my past. I started to feel like my old self. I started to do things I wasn't proud of. I was going down a downward spiral, and I was becoming the person I thought I destroyed. But you see, I didn't destroy him. I let him be. I let him live. So my inner warrior now is the part of me that destroys all evil. I let this evil inside of me go. It's gone. It's no more. I didn't keep it. It's done with. The only time it can ever come back is when I get angry. And it's just it. My inner warrior, it's more like my conscience. I talk about it, stuff and life and people and relationships and everything, and it's like my gut. It tells me what I should. It keeps me clear. It's like talking to yourself in your head, in your dream world. It's like you're daydreaming, but you're talking to a future version of yourself who knows all the answers, because you know the answers. After reading 1,000 books, 1,000 movies, you still know what it is that you want. It's not going to change unless you let it change, unless you other people's opinions change. But this inner warrior will fight for you forever. And the best example of this inner warrior is this song called "When the Day Comes" by Nico and Benzi. It's amazing. It's exactly how I see it. It's an inner warrior who always fights for passion, for love, for courage, for honesty, for selflessness, for being there for other people, for being honest and whole and happy and joyful, and then the world will be round and perfect. It's about doing the right thing. It's about saying that one girl matters more than 99 girls. It means that doing a good deed and giving back money or doing acts of kindness is more important than stealing or taking that money or doing stuff that isn't right. It's about being the better person. In this world, people have become fake, have become very just zombified. They've become like slaves to the system. People have let the emotions take control of themselves. People let their dark conscience, people let like fear of not getting stuff. People let their psychological past get to them. People let their ego get to them. There's so much stuff that happens to people, and we never really understand why or how. Why is this happening, or who are we, or what is the purpose of all this? But our inner warrior, or who we are inside, knows. Make it a wise old version of yourself telling you that what it is you want, what you really want. Like, who are you? What is it that you want? Understand that and go for it. Maybe you have a girlfriend who has some imperfections. She's not as slim as you want her to be. She's not as beautiful. She's not as pretty. She's not all blah, 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 blah. But do you love her as a person? Every single person around here is special in their own way. Don't just look at their outer shell. Look at who they are on the inside. Everybody's important. Everybody's special. This world is amazing. There's so much out there in this world. Never let fear or the opinions of other people stop you. Who cares what they want? Who cares if you have a girlfriend that's not as skinny as everyone else? Who cares if they say stuff? You tell them that I love her, and that it doesn't matter what you think. Or you have a job that people say, oh, that's not gonna make you money. Who cares? It makes me happy. Or all this stuff. And even for yourself, you shouldn't have to change people to like them. You shouldn't have to do anything to be with them. Just love them for who they are as a person. You understand? You must never put someone in the box and try to change who they are. You never try to do anything or be unfaithful. You never do anything that's dishonest or not loyal. You have to be a person of honor and integrity. You must never let the people around you hurt because of your actions. You're their protector, you're their savior, you're a hero. My job is to become a hero for the world and for the people around me. It's a great responsibility to do great deeds and to put work and less time with people around you and to just work and serve and give and do. But never, ever, ever, ever forget about the people that matter. Prioritize your life. Remember your virtues, your values, and morals. Write it down. Write down your virtues. Write down your morals. Write down what it is that matters to you. Write it down every single day until it sticks. And remember, actions speak louder than words. It's not what you are underneath, but it's what you do that defines you. It's what you do. I let myself down. I spoke more, did her worst things. Did an act of infidelity, and I regret it. And it wasn't worth all that. Because in the end, all that really matters is that I chose the person that I want to be with, and that they matter. I could give a damn about what else he thinks or cares about, because that person matters. In this world, I've dealt with fighting against, society, views, ideas, opinions, jobs, college, things. I don't really necessarily hate them all. I just fight against the idea of it and say, why don't we have two options, not just one internal option, and the world hates you for not choosing the other one, for choosing the other ones. Now, I forgot about love. I let myself understand what is happiness, what is healthy, but love, I had it. I understood how to go talk to girls, get girls, and then I even got love, but I never really explored what it is that I could change about love. How can I make our love greater than anything else in the world? And it's what I wanted. Again, I let insecurities, egos, we all have to just look at our inner warrior. Our inner warriors are the person we inspire to be, a man of wisdom, a man of honor, a man of integrity, a man of courage, a man of confidence, pure confidence. A man, not a boy, a man. So it's hard for us, we don't really have a becoming of age. But we're gonna start to. We're gonna have a new becoming of age. It's more, you choose what you want, your craft. You go out there and you work on it every single day, day after day. You choose the girl, whoever it is, and once you find her, you love her like no one else has ever done before. You show her that the world will be alright because you're there with her, and that she don't need to control her or own her or do anything. She has to just be herself. In this day and age now, we have to go and work out and be fit and healthy because it's what we are made to be. And we should just always be mindful, read books, listen to old teachers, be grateful. Every single day, write down 10 things you're really grateful for and be sincere and honest and think about it. And because you might never have it again, you might lose it. Never take anything or anyone for granted. Your inner warrior is all of these things. It tells you what it is. You have a question, you should be with this girl, and your inner warrior says no to no, or says yes and yes. Your brain might say technically this and that. Your heart, your feelings is really what matters. And then once you take into account your feelings, you decide logically, how can we make this work? How can I do this? How can I do that? Listen to your heart, not to anybody else. Because they're telling you through their brain, not their heart. Only a few people really understand their heart and will tell you how they really feel. Always fight with your inner warrior. Never give up too. Your inner warrior is also a spark of life, of passion, of fire. If you ever feel sad, lonely, depressed, like the world's about to end, give up, remember, there's a person inside of you. There's this warrior who says we will become the best there ever was. And we will enjoy this life, no matter what situations come ahead of us. And we are free to make our own choices. We must fight for family, for honor, for love, for adventure, for discovery, for our life and our freedom. Fight for people that matter. Never give up on anyone. Never walk away from anyone, even if it seems like the right thing to do. Just let someone go because you've hurt them. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe we should just let anybody go and forget about them like nothing ever happened. It's crazy, but some people we should. And some people we should not. We should never give up on anyone. And for all the people out there that believe that you people can't change in a day, if you create yourself an inner warrior and you take lessons and you stop listening to the inner warrior, there'll be a day when it all clicks and you listen to him again and you realize how dumb and stupid you were. And I've come to a point where I really don't know anything because my beliefs have become the beliefs of other people. I've become exactly what I didn't want to be. I said I didn't want to follow certain rules, guidelines, dogma, and now here I am going, this is how it should. Then I know it's what I believe in my heart. And what I believe in my heart is that there is such thing as a love, a true love. There is such thing as you can find your own job and then do what you want and work hard and be happy, and you don't need to necessarily make $1 million. You can live happy doing whatever it is you want to do. The world out there is in our hands. We make choices, we have the freedom to, but never, ever, ever let the opinions of other people get to you. Never, ever disregard that feeling, that gut, that voice in your head. You can even view it as a wise old man and tell it, or a woman, and listen to it. The world out there is scary. It's dark. It's full of uncertainty. But inside of your heart is fire, passion, love, energy, the world. Bring that into the world, and the world, life, everything will never be the same again. It'll be amazing. You'll go into life and you'll wake up every morning going, my life is incredible. I wouldn't want to live any other life. Even when I'm sad, I realize that I've become stronger, I learned a lesson, and that I will go and make things right. And as a man, I will always admit my mistakes, always. I will always go up and say it was my fault, and I will always fix it. And I will never be stubborn. Stubbornness is just a psychological problem. If you're too stubborn, it's not good. Get it fixed, go talk to a psychiatrist, or come to the realization you must change and you must stop. Stop letting yourself think you're right, because you never know. You could be wrong. I could be wrong. I am wrong, and I am right at some times. Who knows? Nobody really knows. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. It's a favorite quote from Assassin's Creed. And my last advice for everybody, as you follow your inner warrior, remember lessons from everything and take them, understand, study them. Study these quotes, study why these meanings are, because there's one quote I heard all the time and never understood until yesterday. It's, I had love but did not feel it. I had liberty but did not see it, and I had time but did not know it. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that really mean? And it's from Assassin's Creed. It's Ezio Auditore's last message, and he was saying that as a man, when he was young, he was able to do whatever he wanted. He was free, but yet he didn't know. He let people, opinions, things get to him. He had love, but he did not feel it. He was a womanizer. He wanted to go find other girls, or he had another mission, or he had things to do, when in the end he should have just let that love be. Cherish it, hold it. And time, he had time, but he thought he didn't, and he spent times just in sadness or guilt or regret. We must all move forward and realize we have all these three things if we let it, if we allow it, if we become it. Our inner warrior is life, liberty, love, and time. Value your time. Pride towards the people you love. Understand you have liberty to do what you want, but you must live with your actions, whether glorious or tragic. That is my life motto, and in the future, my kids will know this, and everybody will know this, that you can do whatever it is you want, but you must understand there will be consequences, whether good or bad, and you will have to deal with it on your own. I will be there for you, people will be there to support you, but this is all on you. There's no take-backs, this is your one chance to listen to that inner warrior. And if you don't have one, create one. You must have a fire inside of you that will tell you to never give up, because life is worth living for. Even in the worst conditions, it will only get better if you allow it to. And if not, Remember, you are free to make your own choices and to escape the darkness. We are all free. It's better to die a free man than live a slave. It's better to die with love with 5, 10 friends than to have no love with 100 so-called friends. It's better to